All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another gameplay from Golden Dice Podcast. Apologize for this camera angle. It is got knocked by one of the dogs, I'm presuming, and we didn't notice till a little bit into the game, and it does get readjusted just a little bit. But on the left, we have Brian playing Elite Voss, Single Die Motti with Retribution, and on the right, we have myself, Jack, playing the Bale Admiral Mill, which is Elite Bale, Elite Lure Santeca, and Single Die Anakin. And so Brian had activate Voss, I activated Lure Santeca. He rolls the 3 and the double focus. I roll a resource and a focus. And there we go. We get a little adjustment so I can see my resources a little bit more now. I can see my hand nice and easy. I bet Brian was peeking. Oh, and that guy. Brian's a peeper. I believe it. Motti comes in with the resource. I took mine, so I'm up to 3, and I play Admiral for 3 because of Bale's ability. Brian takes the dollar. And Bale comes out, special, 3 shield, and blank. And Brian then mobilizes. Anakin comes in with the trusty resource side. Now Hard Bargain comes down. A Doubt and 2 Delves. So if he wants Delve, he's getting it either way. So I get rid of Doubt just to protect the Admiral die. And he delves for nothing. I guess he has nothing in his hand that he can play. So I take a resource, get a little greedy. Probably should just do Bale into titles to get the special. Yeah. He's now debating what he wants to reroll with Doubt, or play Doubt on. He's in the think tank. All right, so he picks the Admiral die. And it comes in. Look at that. Look at that roll and the double focus. So we're going to go to resource and a discard. This special can obviously be used to blank Voss's die, but he elects to shock it, which then leads to a no answer. So I get Speeder Tank, and Planetary Bombardment. That's what dreams are made of. Alright, yeah, so he does the Salt Flats to turn to a special on Voss. Resource on Bale. I think we're counting how many cards are gone already, because Hard Bargain, he lost all 3. And he got no answered. That's 8 cards from that already. Plus 4, so he's 12 cards gone. Alright, so Grandma comes down. I don't really know what I'm looking for. I think the better play is just to either play bartering. Because there's only 1/3 of the die I care about, a shield and a resource, so I get the shield. Power action one of them back. Yep, he gives me bartering back, and I drop that on lore. So Vandalize, Vandalize. Hit Emotive, Beguile, Flames the Past. Alright, yep. Motti hits that discard. Lure Santeca making money, bartering on the +1 resource. He mobilizes. I take 2 money. Probably wanting to do Beguile, maybe Flames of the Past. And right now, wishing I had that. Easy pickings. As I probably pointed out to Brian. Anakin comes in with a discard. It looks like he's got a Super Laser Siege Cannon in his hand. He had another Grand Moff. Interesting. He's probably wanting the focus to get to the specials. Alright, so he gets to 1 special. So Beguile's gonna come out here. It's just not great because I don't love that 2 discard sitting out there. But re-rolling the Moff die really isn't that great because it either has damage, focus, or back to the discard. And yeah, it goes right back to the discard. And I stopped to think about turning that die, but there's really nothing I want to turn it to. So I believe I blank and remove Voss's die. Yep, and Retribution Trigger goes in the bail. Take 1 out of his hand. Get the Electroshock. He's going to Salt Flats to the special on Voss. I have the Hit Emotive in hand. I called special just because I don't, I can take 3 damage, but I'd rather not let him get a large support out. And he gives me Mend, Hit Emotive, and I didn't even see what that other one was. Beguile, I think it was, yeah. Because Flames the Past is in my hand. Yeah, so about half of his deck is already gone in round 2. All right, here comes Bale with the natural Admiral special, his special, and a shield. Yep, so we'll just go ahead and reset. I turn it to the discard, but really a double focus would be pretty clutch. He's probably worried about no answer here. I think he's just passing. Because he's got a Hailfire and a Super Laser in hand. So the Hailfire comes down. Look at that awesome grand promo from right there. I think it was top 16 villain. That's what that was. And the 2 indirect comes out. And I don't have a no answer here. So he's going to get away with it. So I take his last card just in case. Yep, he'll do the 2 indirect. Take a shield on the lure. Get another activation. spend 2 for mend. And then flip to the resource side is what I did and took that. All right, so we are still looking pretty tight. Bell is back down to 1. Lure has a shield and only 2 damage. Anakin is a little suspect out there. But we got Lure Hunter, Annie's Pod, Rebellion Leader, and another Lure Hunter. So really not the greatest hand. No mitigation. So what happens is what happens here. Yep, and that discard side is brutal. I mean, I think the good option is Rebellion Leader and then roll out Lore. And hope he hits a discard, and then I can Rebellion Leader power action remove the discard. Ideally, they'd come with Voss for his special, or the focus as well. But I opt to bring him in. Not the greatest decision, I don't think. But I was probably looking for a resource to play Lure Hunter on Lore. Oh, so he's going to pitch for reroll. I should just Admiral here. Just to get it. Anakin comes in. Yeah. Why am I leaving it out there? Oh, yeah, he probably wants to double focus. Yeah, and that 3 range might as well stay. I'm probably leaving the special out. There just so, in case he gets a special on Voss, I can power action it away. But, yep. Annie's Pod is gone. I would have liked to play that, but that's okay. He gets rid of a Hailfire to remove the special. Lore Santeca coming in. He does have Lore Hunter. I don't love my hand, but I think we're going to opt for his. Reversal and a Super Laser Siege Cannon. So I'll give him Reversal and put the Super Laser Siege Cannon away. The funny part is that if he did have a resource, he could have reversaled the Rebellion Leader, which would hurt. Yeah, so hopefully I power action. Oh yeah, it's not great. I guess it's ultimately the same effect. There goes a reroll, and we get a bunch of shields. You know, the shields do mitigate the damage, but it would be nice to have gotten the special, just so his board doesn't get any bigger. Reroll comes in, and he gets a money and 3 for 1. And we opt for the reroll. And I get the special. So Mega Blasters come down. And I discard them, take the last card. Now, obviously sad to see that, and with no rerolls, but the double focus is pretty brutal. Like, I could just blank the focus, but then he's still going to do 7. So, like, I can bail special into Trooper and reroll the Mega Blaster. And Stormtrooper die. Or I could Lure Sand, take a power action. I still have the... Yeah, I do have the Rebellion Leader power action. I really should have power actioned a long time ago with the bartering focus sitting out there, because now I'm in this awkward spot a few turns later where the bail special is a lot less good. Good thing this is an actual tournament, because this is taking a long time for me. Yep, so we do Trooper dice. I don't know why he rerolled all 3. I said 2, but that's fine. Brian gets what he wants. And that's 3 blanks. So suck it. So he's still going to end up with 7 damage. But the Voss dice could have been a lot worse, because he could have gone back to damage, he could have gone on the special, he could have gone on the focus, and the resource side still pays for that. So I'd have had to hope he hit a blank, and then I could have blanked the other one, and then he's only doing 4 this turn, but really not a great situation overall. Brian's doing the math. Two and the 3 indirect. All right, now the Rebellion Leader power action comes down. So I do stop 3 damage there, which is good. And I take 1 instead. He's not sure what the power action does. Yep, 3 indirect, definitely taking on the shields, and then I can just pump 3 shields back onto bail. He switches targets to lure. I take a resource. I do lure's power action. he's looking to see if Mega's in the discard. It's the top one. Those should actually be set aside. I think he gets caught later. So then I just drop the Lore Hunter. I probably could have saved the resource for mitigation, because I'm going to get his deck. He has 6 cards left. Yeah. Yeah, so the Lore Hunter on Lore Santaka ends his deck completely. So the Lore Hunter on mine isn't overly necessary, but it just made for, if I have a bad draw, I can dig into my deck. So I got a Barterine, you're in command now, Admiral, Beguile, and no answer, it looks like. Yeah, so the last one goes, and that's his other hard bargain. All right, so we get 2 discards, a 3 shield, and an Admiral Special. So that is pretty much everything that you could want. I don't know what else he would want in that situation. And he gets the resource and 2 discard. I'm going to rip 2 from his hand. No. I do the correct thing. Looked like he had an Umbaran, Planetary, Dark Saber, Senate Chamber. 2 Dark Sabers. Yep, we take 2 from his hand. Dark Saber, Dark Saber. So there's 1 left in his hand. I do have the no answer to get it. Okay, yeah, we're fixing that earlier because those 2 were removed. You're set aside. Brian is struggling to find his dice, but I believe in him. I told you. Yep, so we're going to bring in Lore, I think is probably the right call. I have a power action. Oh, well, it's his action, so that makes sense. 2 ranged. Lore comes in. We'll do mine. I see Field Medic and Annie's pod. And I grab the Field Medic. I was tempting to discard, but what does that have? Does that have a 3 focus? Yeah, like he could have Voss to to his 3, then triple focus to that, and focus all of his Mega Blaster dice, and it could have gotten a little out of hand, but so right now Brian needs to do 6 plus 12, 24 damage. And he comes out with a 5 damage. Yep, so I remove the focus, which lets him ping a damage, and then he'll do 5 to kill somebody. Yep, I'm fine capping him at his damage output. And I grabbed 3 shields, put on Anakin, so now he's got lots to do. I think 21. Bale comes in. I Lore Hunter my own deck. I take a Pacify and discard Clever Distraction. He's looking for the sides. But it's exhausted, so it's not really great right now. But pretty much pitch everything to try and find the discard sides. You can send a chamber to blank my dice, though. He takes monies. All right, so he has 1 card in hand, or sorry, 2 cards in hand. I hit the double discard on Rebellion Leader, but he's going to Senate Chamber, remove that, and he's going to, do whatever for that die. But it doesn't matter because I have the double focus on Bale to go right back to the double discard and the discard on Bale. And keep in mind, I do have no answer in my hand, so even if he removes the double discard, but then he'd be down to 1 card anyways. All right, so that's GG, and Admiral Bale takes it. I don't let him just no answer him. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys next time. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into Golden Dice Podcast. Thanks for watching the stream or listening to the podcast, whatever it might have been. If you haven't already, you can subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, on Spotify, pretty much wherever you listen to your podcast, we are on there. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Game Shop of Destiny. You can head to their website and use the promo code Golden Dice for 10% off your single orders. You can also head over to Parker Simpson Artwork and check out all of the promos that he's created for the game. If there's a character in the game, he has a promo for it, so you can head over there and order a few things from him. And lastly, if you haven't, head over to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or Twitch and subscribe to us on all of those things. Leave reviews. That would be a big help to us as well. And from there, you can check out articles, our podcast, and also live gameplay that we do. And we'll catch you guys next time.